This show doesn't need an intro. You know what day it is. It's Friday, and you know what comes on Friday. Roll that intro.
I'm Charlie Brooks, and you're watching VTV.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
After a big win against a tough Barrington Broncos team, as you can imagine, the Bone Crusher is ecstatic about this week's game. Let's check it out.
What's up, Viking fans? Bone Crusher here for the second week of the playoffs. And the Vikings were absolutely unstoppable. They scored 23 unanswered points in the first 3 quarters and allowed 0 points until the 4th. Both the offense and the defense did not let up all game, and the Vikings came out with a 37 victory. After a monster defensive performance, the defense got the bone-crushing play of the game once again, but they decided that they wanted to put some points on the board. The Broncos offense tried to get in a rhythm through the air, but number 23, Jarrell Jackson, caught the pick and brought it all the way back for 6.
Oh, the defense as a whole, we had a big preparation. We prepared for this team all week. It was a great week of practice, and that's all you got to do. You got to practice the whole week like it's a game. And we played like it was a game speed the whole week.
Congrats on the award and great win, Vikings. This week, your 4th-seeded Vikings will square off against the 5th-seeded Marist Redhawks. The Vikings hope to put up a big win against Marist and hope to keep their playoff run alive. This Saturday, Vikings Redhawks. Stay cool, Vikings.
With the wrestling season starting this week, a new change in rules now allows girls to wrestle on the team. Our boys over at PTI discuss how they feel about this new change.
Welcome to another edition of Pardon the Interruption, HM Edition. I'm Donald Crocker alongside sports gurus Kenneth Powell and Jonathan Israel. We discuss hot sports topics, and today we're talking about a topic that started last year and according to the IHSA will be put into play this year. The girls are joining the wrestling team this winter and are allowed to compete at the state level. Girls wrestling against guys? Fellas, you for it or against it?
Are you serious right now? I'm all for it. I mean, come on, we shouldn't be applying gender stereotypes on this topic, man. Like, if girls want to wrestle guys, girls want to wrestle guys. Like, let's say I'm Conor McGregor and my agent called like, hey, see money man, Ronda Rousey wants to fight you. If I'm Conor McGregor, I'm gonna fight Ronda Rousey. That's just how it is. Do not apply these stereotypes on girls. Don't be mad because girls got strength. And you hearing this from a boy. Certified fact.
Well, what it comes down to is the morals of men. Guys are brought up saying, hey, don't touch girls, don't hit women, respect women. And then you talk about putting me in a wrestling match with one. And I just feel like, okay, I'm on this mat. And if it's with another guy, that's another thing. But I've been taught not to hit women, so why would I want to slam a woman on a wrestling mat? Do I think they should be able to allow wrestling co-ed? Absolutely. I mean, girls want to do this, let them do it. I mean, we see girls on football teams all the time. That's the sort of stuff that goes viral.
Unfortunately, that's all we have for this edition of PTI. For Kenneth Powell and Jonathan Israel, I'm Donald Crocker. See you next time, HF.
With the fall season over, the winter sports teams are here for the time being. Our sports producers are there to get the scoop on how they expect to be this season.
The HF girls basketball season has just begun and already they're hungry for competition. They practice every day from 3:15 to 6. Head coach Anthony Smith has high expectations for the girls that include team and individual growth, and the ladies maxing out their potential, which means they get the most out of themselves and the team. This is a great group of ladies who have a tremendous amount of potential. Their first game is Monday at 5 in the North Gym against Phillips, so come out and support. For VTV, I'm Cora McMillan.
This year, the wrestling team is looking to make moves and improve as a unit. As you may have heard, girls have officially joined wrestling this year. Last year they had a couple of girls on the roster, but this year they have a total of 10 girls on the team. Their first match of the year is a red and white game on November 21st. Be sure to be there to support your HF wrestling.
What's up, guys? I'm here with varsity basketball, and they're looking to have a solid season this year. They have many returning players, including seniors Isaac Stanback and Damon Trace. Also, Chad Reddy, a sophomore, one of the top in his class, is looking to make a great impact. They hope to make it at least to the sectional, hopefully the sectional final, and maybe even make it downstate. We'll see how well the Vikings can do this season.
This year, the girls' varsity gymnastics team plans to dominate. Coach May is very confident in this group of girls, and they plan to start the season with a much better score than last year. There are a lot of returning varsity girls, and after receiving 128 last season, they plan to grow and work harder to get 130. Their first meet is November 28th here at home against Andrew. For VTV, I'm Abria Smith.
You may remember that one segment when we said any VBC member can be any staff member. Well, we put our talking to the test. Check it out.
VTV received numerous emails when we gave the school the chance to challenge us to any competition. We look forward to many of these challenges, but the first opponent we took was economics teacher Mr. Nick Anello. He challenged us to arcade basketball. Of course, everyone in VTV thought they were the best for the job, so we had to decide on a competitor. Right away, it was Jalen Robinson and Devin Gorton who showed the most interest. In fact, both were so confident in their skills that we decided to put it all on the table. A game of one-on-one basketball. Winner takes on Mr. Anello. What was supposed to be a high-stakes contest turned into Duelsville, as both Jalen and Devin had their share of mistakes. The fact that we were putting our faith in the hands of one of these guys was a little worrisome. In the end, Devin ended up beating Jalen to win the spot for VTV.
He should have beaten me by a landslide, but you know, I'm here. I'm not gonna fold. If he wants to play me again, we can do it anytime, any day, anytime.
We already knew what the score was gonna be. Like, he did a good job, but in the end, we all know who was gonna win. I'm just better.
Going into the challenge, Mr. Anello was much more confident than Devin and felt like he had something to prove.
I decided to challenge VTV in arcade basketball because wherever I go, I try to set the record, and more often than not, I'm successful in going up to Dave & Buster's and setting the record, going to the kids' play zone and setting the record, and also I was cut from my 7th grade basketball team, so that's really important to me to show that I have what it takes to make a middle school basketball team at age 33.
I'm not really too sure if I'm gonna win. I try and win in everything that I do, but shooting isn't really my basketball playing style. I'm more of a rebounder and defender, so this is gonna be a challenge, but I always like a challenge.
After winning the toss, Devin decided to go second, putting the pressure on Anello to go first. Anello got off to a hot start and never slowed down. The shots just kept going in. Even after slight fatigue, he was still sinking shot after shot like he played this game all the time. After 1 minute of shooting, Anello finished with a score of 83. Pressure was on Devin, and unfortunately, he did not rise to the occasion. His shot was off more times than not, and the pace at which he played was far less than Anello. By the end of Devin's minute, he had only scored 45 points, almost half of what Anello scored. Chalk one up for Mr. Anello as he takes home a win in the debut challenge of VTV Versus. For VTV, I'm Jake Wilder.
Well, hopefully that loss is the only one our crew will see this year. But that's all we have on this edition of the Friday Sports Showcase. For VTV, I'm Kenneth Powell. Have a good one, HF.
You may remember that one segment when we had, nope, can't do it. Can't.
Got to.
My memory's too bad, dude. You may remember that one segment when we said that any VBC member could beat. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
You may.
Am I doing one of the turns, dude?
Whatever you feel like fits the occasion.
I don't know. How's your vibe been, dude? How's your vibe been?
I say you do the turn.
Why'd you tell me when to go?